We learnt in December that the government is cutting over £27 million of support for the budget we must set in March. This comes on top of previous year's reductions, and we now face the serious challenge of finding resources and savings to balance the books. But demand for essential services like schools, social services and care for older people is growing, and so are other cost pressures on next year's budget, like inflation and national pay and pension changes. All in all, these cost pressures leave us with a total shortfall of over £50 million. Thanks to increased income, better collection of council tax and the extra numbers paying, along with prudent financial management such as our airport investments and £12.2 million of savings we've already budgeted for, we've got the budget gap down to £18.7 million. But even with this level of cuts, the Council is aware of the need to spend more money on issues that Manchester residents care about. So we're proposing to use £2.1 million on issues like street cleaning, tackling fly tipping and highway and pavement repairs. Of course, vulnerable people must be supported, but this year the government has built in an assumption that councils will increase council tax by 2% for social care for vulnerable adults. Our council believes that it should protect adult social care services for older people, people with learning disabilities and people with mental health needs, and one of the options is to make that rise. Even with that rise, pressure still does remain on all our other services. For that reason, the Council is considering an additional 1.99% rise, making a total of 3.99%, still leaving one of the lowest council tax bills in the country. We're asking for your views on these options and how we should make the £13.8 million of savings we need to balance the budget. These options are on our website with short summaries, and we're asking you to look at them and share your opinions and suggestions with us before we set our final budget on the 4th of March. We will consider all viable alternatives that Manchester people suggest, although by law we have to balance the budget. We can't spend more than the money we have available.